A&E now returns to The Gifted Ones.
In order to be a great musician, whether you play the violin, the piano, cello, whatever, you need to do more than just play the right notes. You need to feel the music and somehow express those feelings through the sounds of your instrument. Our next musician plays the flute, one of the most expressive and moving instruments in the woodwind class. Our flutist's name is Mandy DeFilippo, and at 14, she has an unusually mature sound for someone her age. Combine that with her superb technical skills, and it becomes obvious that Mandy has the gifts of a great musician. Her teacher said recently, Mandy has the ability to relate to the music she's playing, and at times even becomes the music she's playing. She is truly special. Here now is Mandy DeFilippo.
Well, I chose the flute because I think I heard it on the radio a couple times, and I liked the sound. And, you know, most little kids, when they hear something, they want to do it, you know, they want to hear it a lot, or they want to play it. So I just said one day, I just came out with, I want to play the flute. And my mother said, okay, and we started lessons.
Mandy expressed an interest in the flute when she was about 6 years old. And when I tried to persuade her to maybe try the piano or maybe violin, she was very insistent. So really, Joseph and I discussed it, and what we decided to do is to take her to a flute teacher and just to let this person explain to Mandy. And I took her to a flute teacher who clearly explained to Mandy that she was too young, that her arms were too short, and that it just wasn't possible for her to do the flute. But she would teach her on the recorder for a year, and Mandy accepted that for a year.
On her 7th birthday, to the day, she put the recorder down, never picked it up, and we had to keep our promise and give her the flute. And she's played ever since. 2 years later, her flute teacher came to us and said she's done all she can for her, and she should audition for Juilliard and Manhattan School of Music.
Now back. Mandy chose to attend the Juilliard School of Music, where she studies the flute under Dr. Bradley Garner. Garner is the first flutist ever to receive a Doctor of Musical Arts degree from Juilliard, and he has performed as a soloist at the prestigious Carnegie Hall and Avery Fisher Hall.
A little bit, so we get more of a round. If the teeth are too close together, we'll get more of a okay, so we want round and more of a ooh sound. Right there, measure 9 after 1. Ready, and 1. I first met Mandy when she was 8 or 9 years old, and she walked into Juilliard, into her audition, this cute little, short little girl, and came in and played a Bach sonata, and right off we knew that Mandy was very talented. She could barely hold up the flute because she was so tiny. Good. Good release here. long. We're going to crescendo a little bit here. Good breath. More. Start soft. Bring the vibrato in. Not too much. No. Oh, yeah, we got to hold it a whole 8 beats. Because remember, we're in 8.
I think practicing is a lot of fun. I find ways to have fun with it, and I like the result I get when I practice a lot. I practice up to 3 hours a day. My schedule is really tight, and it's hard to get in more than that.
And 1. She loves to practice. That's one thing that a teacher likes to see. And she works very hard.
Here, Mandy performs Carmen's Fantasy by Bizet. Aside from playing the flute, Mandy is also an excellent student. Yet despite her studies and flute practice, she still finds time to spend with her friends.
Mandy's a lot of fun to be with. We always have a good time. She sort of puts aside whatever, she's been concentrating on, her music, obviously, her school. She always finds time for me. And when I'm with her, we have so much fun together. We really do.
There's a responsibility for us as parents to make sure that Mandy has the proper training for her to carry out her potential in music, but it's also a balancing act to make sure that she keeps up with her academics as well as the music. Our goal is for a well-rounded person, and we have to pull up on the reins sometimes for Mandy because she really likes to take off with her flute.
Mandy's musical goals, I hope, are to win a few more competitions, to enter many competitions, and for her to enjoy playing the flute. I think that's very important, and I think that's something that she does enjoy. Music is something that she can use for the rest of her life. Mandy could be one of the great professional flutists if she sees that that's what she wants to do, either in an orchestra or as a soloist.
I'm working out what I think I'm going to be doing when I'm older, when I graduate high school, but I'm thinking of doing a double degree. Like, I'd like to play the flute professionally, but I'd also like to go into an academic career as well, so I'm still trying to work it out.
The Gifted Ones will continue in a moment here on A&E.